Welcome to the fourth video in this series in which we're covering how to integrate MailerLite with Bubble.io using the API connector plugin. We're going to start doing the integrations from scratch. So you are not going to use a plugin. We're not going to use anything pre-made. Although I have done it before, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating everything from scratch. Nothing has been pre-done before, at least in this specific template that we're building. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to go to your Bubble installation, and I want you to go to the plugins tab, and then I want you to install the plugin called API connector. To that, there is a button here on the top right corner that says add plugins and have the plus symbol. Click there and it should be the first plugin that comes up. Just click install and it will install. And you should see something along the lines of this without all the calls. These are calls that we had done before. Then the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to add another API call, and we're going to call this MailerLite. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to your MailerLite dashboard. You want to click on integrations. You want to click on API on the use button, and you want to open another tab with the documentation. This is the documentation for the API. MailerLite have done a really good job to create an amazing API documentation here for us. And we will be using this quite often in this video and follow-on videos that we're going to create. Keep this handy because you will need it. But going back to the dashboard, you want to have a MailerLite API token. So here we're going to generate new token. We're going to call it video series and have ready to start. I'm going to create the token and we're going to copy this key. We're not going to download it. We're just going to copy it. And we're going to go back to the template or to your site installation, to your project. The authentication is going to be private in URL. And then the private key is going to be on your API key. So we're going to change this to API key. And we're going to go back here. We're going to go to guides. And we're going to create the basic integrations. API reference. And here you can tell that you will need some shared headers. So the first one is going to be content type. And the type, application JSON, JSON. It's going to be the same thing for the same. Then for the third one, you want to have the authorization. You want to write the word bearer, followed by your API key. This is what is going to connect specifically with your account. The API key is unique to your account. In reality, you can create more than one API key. As you can tell here, I have two. But the biggest thing is that you want to make sure that you're adding the right API keys here. So it communicates specifically with your account if you have different API key, or if you use my API key, which by the way is going to be deleted some point here in the next probably hour or so. But if you add my API key, you're sending the information to my account and not your account. And I doubt you want that. You don't want me to have your client data and me sending them emails. And I don't want to have your client data. That's it for the basic integration. This is all you need to do. From here, we're going to start building the API calls. As you can tell here, it's broken down. So these are all the API calls. It's broken down in categories. So these are the categories. And here are the API calls. As you can tell, there is a whole lot here. And we're going to break it down little by little in the following videos. But the biggest thing that I want you to know is that there are over 42 API calls. In this series, we're going to cover about 25, give or take. Please know that there is more than what we're going to be building in this series. As I have mentioned before, we're building template that you can use to get all these API calls. So if you don't want to spend the time going through my tutorials, you can go to the Bubble Marketplace and you can get the template from there. It's going to be relatively inexpensive. taking in consideration the amount of time that you're going to be saving in developing your own goals, maybe by following my tutorials or saving time by researching development. So researching how to get it done and developing it. With that being said, if you're watching this on Twitter, I would really appreciate if you can leave a comment. It helped me reach more people. I'm not making any money out of this. I can tell you that my biggest thing is that I want to help people. Yes, I'm doing a template that I'm going to sell. Yes, I'm doing a plugin that I'm going to sell. But this is not the main focus of this video series. I'm giving you everything for free. If you want to save time, then yes, you pay me for it. But otherwise, everything is free. My hope is that I can reach as many people as possible and that I'm able to educate people on how to use these API connections so they can go back and implement them in their own projects. This is my way to ask you to help others and help me by getting more reach with your comments or likes. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button on this video and leave me a comment. Let me know what I can improve. I would really appreciate any feedback that I can get. And if you don't have a Mailer account yet, in the description below in YouTube, you will find my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything and it puts a little bit of money in my pocket, but it doesn't cost you anything. Please consider using it. Otherwise, thank you for watching. And in the next video, we're going to start building those API calls.